What's up? This is Alex, DJ Couch King, and today I've got a pretty exciting piece of music tech that I want to share with you. A couple of months ago I reached out to Jamstik because I heard about their Studio MIDI Guitar, and after about 3 to 4 months of waiting, it finally came. So if you're like me and you're a guitar player who hates having to try and put in all your MIDI notes on a keyboard, hopefully this is going to be the solution for both you and for me. Ooh, they sent it with a case. That's awesome. Just gonna go ahead and leave that there. Yeah, this is actually really nice. It's got an adjustment tool for the truss rod. Looks like DIN MIDI to a TRRS adapter. It's like a USB-C to USB-A on a keychain. That's interesting. Strap locks? Those look like strap locks. And a couple 1mm thick picks. Got the user manual, a USB-C to USB-B cable. A or B? I don't know. Somebody let me know in the comments. I always get those confused. Is that USB-A or is that USB-B? I want to say that's USB-B. 1/4" cable. There are the couple Allen wrenches. And that's everything that's in here. Again, I'm really actually super stoked that they sent the bag with this. That's pretty cool. Okay, here we go. The moment of truth. I just throw things in my videos sometimes. I'm not gonna throw the guitar, but bags, boxes. Okay. Nice little wrap job on here. The finish on this is really nice. Comes in 2 colors right now, black and blue. I went for the blue because my main guitar, it has a glossy black finish on it. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. I'll try to get some close-up shots. But down here is all your I/O, so you have a standard 1/4" connection cable there, so you can just plug into a regular guitar amp or a DI box and just play it as a normal guitar. Where'd that thing go? 3.5mm jack to plug the DIN MIDI cable into, so I guess if you're like a hardware synth person and you just want to plug that right into a hardware synth, and then you've got your USB-C connection. There's your pickup selection switch. Just 3 positions. Build quality feels really nice. The neck feels really nice. It's got like a rosewood fretboard on there. You've got like a precision tuning system down here on the bridge. Strings going through this side. I mean, that definitely feels a lot more like a guitar than any of the other MIDI instruments I've tried. Let's see how the tuning is out of the box. I'm guessing not good. It's like a train wreck. I just can't stop. I can't look away. According to the email they sent me after I bought it, there is not really any software required. They are going to be sending out an application later on down the road that's kind of like a studio designer that I think will really let you fine-tune the performance. But according to that email, I should just be able to plug it right into my DAW and hook it up to a synth and start playing. So I'm gonna shuffle the camera around, get this thing tuned up, and then we'll plug it into Ableton Live and see how it does as a MIDI instrument. A couple things that I noticed just in the first few minutes of playing around with this thing was, you know, the factory strings definitely needed to be stretched out. They were having trouble holding a tune, but I mean, that's to be expected for any factory strings on any guitar. Another thing that I noticed was this tuning system down here. The way it works is similar to a Floyd Rose, but it has this magnetic little key that pops out of the bridge right there, which is cool. It's an interesting design, but even though these have like a little bit of grip to them, they are really close together, so it's kind of hard to get like a good precise tune on there. So what you end up having to do is take out this little key and, you know, put this into the tuner here. And I mean, it's tough to, like, you know, this thing doesn't want to stay in there. So I'm gonna have to pluck the string with the pick and like put the pick in the other hand and then try to adjust this with the tuner. All right, that's close enough. I'll just have to get used to it. It's not a big deal. Just something that I wanted to point out. As far as setting up the connection, it was really easy. I'm just using the USB. On the bottom, you've just got your power button. You just switch that on, and as soon as you switch that on, it showed up as a generic MIDI device. I mean, I'm on Windows. I didn't have to install any drivers for it, so A+ on the setup. I like that. So I'm going to start with just the stock grand piano patch that comes with the Ableton Live Core library. And let me just go ahead and strum some open chords here. So I'll start with just like a G major, C major, D major. And that feels really good, actually. It feels really responsive. I have my buffer size set to 128 samples, which is around 9 milliseconds of latency with my interface. And when I strum the chord and then I stop it, it stops. That's much better than the Jamstik Plus. That's really nice, actually. Not sure what's going to give out first, my sloppy playing or the pickup. Try some bends and see how that sounds. The pitch is not quite lining up, but that's kind of to be expected. Depending on the pitch bend settings inside the MIDI instrument, that's just going to take some experimenting and dialing in, so I'm not surprised that I can bend past the pitch bend that's built into the grand piano. Enough about that, let's move on. Let's hear how it sounds with some other synths. Even with my sloppy playing, it's following me pretty good. All right, so let's hear how it sounds with like a synth pad. Yeah, that could definitely be useful for laying down some synth pad parts too. So let's move on to the synth lead. Seems to be picking up the open string there if I don't mute it. So yeah, you'll just have to be careful about open strings ringing out. Maybe when they come out with their creator plugin, it'll allow you to set like a gate threshold for the pickup back here. So I have to be careful about it accidentally triggering MIDI notes that were not intended. Of course, if you're recording, you can just go back and fix that after the fact. But I'm also kind of considering this as a live performance instrument, so we'll see. So I just kind of pulled up a random beat here inside of Native Instruments Machine. So yeah, as you can see from the little demo there, I think if your intention with this thing is just to use it as a MIDI recording fretboard, it's pretty useful for laying down like a melody or something like that. I'm gonna have to bring in somebody who's a better guitar player than me to really shred on this. If you guys want to see that in a video, let me know in the comment below. I know some pro players in the area that I could bring in to feature on a video and really have them put this thing through its paces in terms of really fast picking and legato playing and stuff. But for me, who, I'm more of a DJ producer kind of person, I think this is going to serve well for my purposes in that, I just want to be able to play some notes, some scales, get some of those slides, some of those sort of guitar techniques in the sound of my synth solos and things like that. But before I wrap up this portion of the video, let's just plug it into a DI and see how it sounds with these stock pickups that came in it. So right now I'm just coming out of the 1/4 inch output straight into my interface and then sending that directly into the camera. There's no processing, no EQ, nothing on this guitar. So I'm just gonna do nothing fancy here, just strumming some open chords so you can get an idea of what the tone of the guitar sounds like. So let's hear it starting with the neck pickup. All right, let's move on to the middle position. And the bridge pickup. Yep, sounds like a guitar. I don't imagine that the people that are looking to buy this are looking for just another guitar. I think it's people like me that want an option to be able to play MIDI notes in with a fretboard, and I think for that it's pretty good. I mean, it's, you know, these pickups don't sound bad. There's no buzz, no noise whatsoever, no complaints from me there. I think as a, you know, a guitar, it's a pretty average guitar, but having the MIDI pickup, and after they maybe put out some firmware updates and the Creator plugin software, I think this thing is going to be a pretty awesome tool. Let me know what you guys think of this testing method and what I've done with this thing here today in the comments below. I've obviously got to spend a lot more time just practicing and playing with this thing, but once I kind of get a feel for it, I'm really looking forward to incorporating it into making music in the studio. Thanks for checking this video out. Hopefully if you were planning on buying one of these Jamstik Studio MIDI guitars, this video helped decide whether or not it's going to be right for you. I had a lot of fun messing around with it today, so thanks to Jamstik for letting me get my hands on one before the official release. I'm looking forward to really putting it through its paces and trying to, you know, incorporate it into some music projects that I'm working on right now. If you like this video and you want to see more content like this, let me know down in the comments below. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring that notification bell so you can get my videos as they're coming out. Thanks for watching. Peace.